Right, more assorted problems here. And the first one we're looking at is CuO. Now if I draw a picture of CuO, it's going to look like Cu and O. If I look at the periodic chart, I can see that oxygen is going to have a -2 charge. That makes the total negative charge -2, total positive charge +2, which makes the copper have a +2 charge as well. So the name of this would be copper 2 oxide, where the copper 2 comes from here, because we need to put the charge in the actual name, because copper is one of these type 2 cations. We don't know what charge it's going to have. It could be +1 or +2, so we have to put it in the name. Alright, so the next one, Cr3N2. I'll draw a picture of that. It's going to look like this. That's 3 Crs and 2 Ns. The charge on nitrogen, if we look at the periodic chart, is -3. -3. Total negative charge, -6. Total positive charge, +6. 2 plus, 2 plus, and 2 plus. That's what we're going to need on the chromiums in order to get +6. So the name on this one would be chromium 2 nitride. Now the anions and cations will be the answers here, will be Cr2 plus and N3 minus. We just need one of each of those, and of course in this case it was just these two, Cu2 plus and O2 minus. I want you to keep in mind that these are the ions that are responsible for the name, so that's why I'm only taking one of each of these and using those for the answers up here. Alright, so using the next one, we've got NH4 HSO4. As you can see, the ion here is a polyatomic ion, so I'll pull up the polyatomic ion sheet. And you can see that we've got a polyatomic ion for the cation as well, the NH4+, that's up here. And the anion is HSO4, which is over here. HSO4 is bisulfate or hydrogen sulfate, HSO4 minus. So if I draw a picture of this, it's going to be NH4 plus, and you can see that up here, and HSO4 minus. And you can see I've just got one of each of those, and that would be what's going to make up the name of this, which would be ammonium, a hydrogen sulfate. Alright, so the next one, K2SO3, if I draw a picture of that, it's going to look like 2 Ks and an SO3. And then I can go over here and I can look for SO3, and there it is, sulfide, SO3 2 minus. So that's going to have a -2 charge. That means that we need a +2 charge to match that. In order to get the +2 charge, I'm going to have to put a plus on each of these Ks, so K plus and SO3 2 minus. So the two ions we're dealing with, K plus is the cation, SO3 2 minus is the anion. The name of this, potassium sulfite. Notice there is no need to put a 1 or anything here in the name, because potassium is one of those compounds in the group 1s, and you can see it's always got a 1+ charge, so that's why I don't put a 1 here in the name. Alright, continuing on. The next one we're looking at is sodium, the Na2O, and that's going to be made up of 2 sodiums and an oxygen. The oxygen has a -2 charge, we can see that from the periodic chart. Total -2, total positive charge +2 to match the -2. That means each sodium here is going to have a +1 charge. The ions we're dealing with are these two, Na plus and O2 minus. The name is going to be sodium oxide. Again, sodium is in group 1. It always has a +1 charge. That's why I don't put a 1 in the name.